Damn, Daddy! We're gonna make store-bought guilty pleasures from scratch. Hey guys, welcome back to From Scratch. So last episode, we made some yummy Hot Pockets, and now we're gonna make Bagel Bites. To start with the bagels, you're gonna need 30 ounces of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 14 grams of instant yeast, and 16 ounces of warm water, around 110 Fahrenheit. Combine the sugar into the water and the oil. And then place the flour into the mixer as well as your yeast. Then we're gonna give it a quick spin. As it's mixing, we're gonna place the warm water slowly into the mixer. And then we're gonna let it mix for about 6 minutes. About halfway through mixing, you wanna add the salt. If your dough isn't coming together quite yet, start adding 1 teaspoon of water at a time until it starts to stick together. Now that we've kneaded the bread for about 6 minutes, we're going to test the dough by just putting our 2 fingers in there and seeing if the dough bounces back, which it does. And that means the gluten is working, so it's ready to go. We could take it off the stand. All right, so we're just gonna take the dough out of here and we're gonna knead it together. It's nice and fluffy. And we're gonna form it into a ball. So I'm just gonna take the ends here and put it together. Just like that. And we're gonna fill the bowl with olive oil. We're gonna put it top first, spin it around, get that olive oil all over the bowl. Bring it to the back here. And now we're gonna cover it, and then we're gonna let it sit for 45 minutes until it doubles in size. I always love coming back and seeing that the dough has risen double its size. It's like Christmas morning for me. I know, I'm a geek. All right, let's have some fun. So now that the dough is double its size, we're gonna put it here. I'm gonna set aside. All right, so I'm gonna use my scale here, and this is pretty oily. I'm just gonna put plastic wrap on it. And I'm going to take a piece of dough and measure out about 2 ounces. Yeah, that's fine. So now that we have all our dough pretty much laid out, we're gonna put like all the creases to the back side so you don't see them, because they kind of look ugly. We're gonna pinch it a little bit, and then we're gonna roll it out, just like that. And what we're gonna do is take our thumbs through the back and poke a hole. Stretch it out a little bit. The reason for the hole in the middle of the bagel is so that it cooks evenly and throughout the bagel. All right, so we were able to get quite a few bagels out of that one batch of dough, which is exciting. Normally, I would say let them sit for another 5 to 10 minutes so they can rise, but as we were doing the bagels, these were already starting to rise, so we're just gonna boil them right away and let these sit while these are boiling. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to your water. And then you wanna boil each side of the bagel for 30 seconds. All right, so we have our bagels boiled, and now we're just gonna add some toppings to make this even more edgy and fun and tasty. What we're gonna do first is an egg wash. So we need 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of water. We're gonna whisk that together. And then we're gonna do an egg wash over top of every single bagel. And now we can put some toppings on some of them. I'm gonna put shredded cheese, because why not? It's a pizza bagel, and some sea salt on the rest. You can get creative. You could put everything seasoning on here. You can also put sesame seeds or just some salt, whatever you want, get creative. So now we're gonna bake these at 425 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. These came out so stinking cute. Let's cut them in half. Put our pizza sauce, cheese, and throw them back in the oven. All right, and then we're gonna take the mozzarella and sprinkle it on top. And then I like to just put a little bit of Italian seasoning. And then we're gonna bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes. I present Bagel Bites.